Moin Leute, herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Genshin Impact. Wir gehen jetzt mal ein paar Drachen. Das ist ein Schatzsektor.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, so he's probably well-versed in all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that. I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame, as does that which the Cryo Archon once.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shen, I shall take these back with me.
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I was merely passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparation. The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Okay, jetzt müssen wir 3 Mitarbeiter anstellen.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do any—
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
Eh? That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind. I'll only charge you 15,000 Mora. What say you?
A most fair price.
A pleasure doing business with you.
A full day of odd jobs at Eugene Terrace. No problem.
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a discount on account of the whole...
Hero of Mondstadt? Never heard of them.
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay...
Machen wir mal 20.000.
This price'll do. No loss to me for a day's work.
Haben wir noch fast 15.000 für den dritten.
Oh, help? Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into everything I do. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements.
No problem. That'll be 20,000 Mora for a...
Done.
This is all you got? Then no can do. Child? No. He's putting up the money? Oh, still no. Wouldn't that mean I have to make 2 trips rather than 1? How about this? Let's make a trade. I'll take what you're offering right now, and get me a single Chinxin flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this child fellow.
Guess we've got no choice.
Ja, zum Glück haben wir so Pflanzen.
Have you brought the goods? Hey, that's pretty good. These things are pretty rare, and I have no idea where I'd find them. With this Chinxin flower, I should be able to pacify my daughter tonight. I'll make sure the work is done before I return home.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten... Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must...
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
Wo ist der Meter? Nehmen wir doch mal die kleine Abkürzung.
reception is deserted, and it seems kinda spooky in here. Hello? Is anybody there?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that? Where did it come?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out and...
Süß, die Kleine.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter. Joke's on you. Paimon floats, so height is no restriction. Anyway, there's something weird about this one over here. What's the talisman doing on her forehead? It can't be. She's...
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Something like this would be unimaginable in Mondstadt.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense. It's not a controlled substance.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to herself. My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then,
How did you manage that?
but Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi. Only fair.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
Guizhong Ballista. I have heard it's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinheng by an adeptus in the distant past, an early mechanical device. Located in Qinheng Pass, it was designed to automatically fire at large monsters, protecting Liyue from external threats.
Mr. Zhang Li really knows Liyue inside out.
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the cocoa goat.
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal. An adept.
Did you want to add anything else, or...?
No, just that the cocoa goat is a legendary animal. And what it looks like, don't know. Where to find it, don't.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista. Perhaps...
What the heck is a cocoa goat?
Kokosziege. Das könnte eine Ziege sein. Ach, wo wir da hingehen, ich bringe die Truhe mit.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing. Just think how much strength you would need.
It is currently inoperable in any case. This device is broken.
Aw, what? It broke?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge powers!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were made for the Guizhong Ballista when it was first built, in case it was damaged in battle. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong Ballista. One just needs...
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principles?
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Okay. Wollen wir doch mal
Where is
Ersatzteile.
that supply post? Here, post...
Ah, these parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong Ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look.
Over here we have... nothing. And over there...
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what, exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong Ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Ha! Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders, old man. This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like any other mechanical device, but trust me, it's got a mind of its own. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it! The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces, and that—
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an Adeptus for selfish gain. It is not we who need reprimanding, but you.
Dann müssen wir denen mal eine Lektion teilen.
there's no end to this.
Oh, it's really nice and spicy!
Phantasmagoria. Another test subject.
Nein.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. We're open.
Gucken wir mal, ob wir die ein bisschen knüppeln.
We're open.
These lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time. We should focus on our contract with Chi-Chi.
Oh yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhong ballista working, but where's our Kokogoat?
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby, save for the usual wildlife. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting an...
Which means... a Paimon wouldn't go that far.
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return...
Good idea. We did our best, and that's what counts.
Bin ich mal gespannt. Chi-Chi ist drauf.
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract. We found no trace of the Coco Goat Adeptibeast of which you speak.
What a disappointment. Don't worry about it. But I feel very disappointed.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden?
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So tasty. Much better than normal goat milk. I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. I cannot remember the name of the milk. That's why I wrote it down. Where did I put it? Ah, here. This is the name. Coconut milk.
Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an equitable agreement with this zombie child, when perhaps I should have undertaken further due diligence.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the Liyue proverb goes, all things are random and... So how are you supposed to predict anything? Literally no one could have seen this coming.
Excuse me, everyone. Did Chi-Chi say a bad thing?
Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
No.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson today, then. Thank you all for looking after my little Chi-Chi.
Might I ask who...
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baizhu, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal ingredients around his neck. What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi. Ah! The medicine... The snake is speaking! I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing serpent!
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really. As for you three, communal chaos causing with Chi-Chi aside, what business brings you here?
Do you sell everlasting incense in this fine establishment?
Everlasting incense? Why, of course we do.
Whew, at last! Things are finally starting to come together.
3 million mora. Top quality. Guaranteed.
You might as well just rob the Golden House! Oh, but the Cheesing have taken it over for now. Security will be tighter than usual.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it could be a hard sum to come by.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much mora. And as for Mr. Zhongli, he's around
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go crawling back to child?
Coco Goat! Coco Goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you fell for that.
Hey, less laughter, more sympathy.
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. In return, I'm more than happy to sort out this mess you've managed to get yourselves into. Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child, one of the Fatui Harbingers. Forgive my audacity, but I see a great many opportunities for us to collaborate in the future. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk, the Fatui could help by setting up a robust and speedy distribution network.
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals, but so much fuss over coconut milk?
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future. I can give you a discount on that everlasting incense, too. Let's say 2...
That's like zero difference from 3 million!
2,990,000. Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, Little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
That lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope? What have...
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, well, well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House, if not the Exuvia? I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liu saying goes, the walls have ears.
Gut, damit haben wir die Folge auch mal geschafft. Also jetzt fast bei einer halben Stunde. Und damit werde ich die Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten und bis zum nächsten Mal. Wiedersehen.